Hi, could you please introduce yourself and give us an idea of what you're doing on this project?
Thank you very much. My name is Aline Nkundibiza. I'm coming from Rwanda, and in this project I'm working as a researcher. So I'm in charge of working in the mine site of Gifurwe and Kominyabu and Demiko, the site that I have chosen to participate in the research.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about these mine sites?
About Gifurwe, Gifurwe is the site which is in charge of extracting minerals, and those minerals are exported by the same who is extracting them. So the miners are at the site extracting minerals, and they come with the minerals to sell to Gifurwe, and Gifurwe is in charge of exporting them. So another thing is that Gifurwe has another branch or another site which is in charge of extracting casterite. So it's a combination of casterite and wolframite, and Gifurwe now is under a big company called Wolfram Mining and Processing. About Kominyabu, Kominyabu also is a cooperative which is located at western province of Rwanda. It's a small cooperative which is under a federation of all cooperatives in Rwanda called the FECOMIRWA, and is extracting 3 T's. It means wolframite or tungsten, tin, and tantalum.
Great.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about the participant observation that you did for this beginning of this project?
Yeah, the observation that I did, so we went to the field, of course. We introduced the project to the leaders of both sites, and after we proceeded with the voting focal points, and we go to the site. Going to the site, we checked where people are working, miners, those who are engaged under services, and we used to take notes and use questionnaires which would help us to accomplish the reports.
So how does the observation work? Do you stand in the mine site around the pit, or are you in the community? How does this work exactly?
What we used to do, we had a house out of the site, Gifurwe, for example. So we hired the house, we stayed in the house, and it took us like 30 minutes walking from where we were to Gifurwe site. And yeah.
So you watch what people are doing? Do you ask them about it?
Yeah, we watch because we watch what they do, because it's the site which is near the community, near the center, which are engaged in small businesses. So we engage, and we try to stay with them, like to enjoy the community.
So I was asking you about the participant observation. Would you be able to just tell me a little bit more about how the process worked?
Yes. About our participant observation, what we did, we used to be out of the site, and we used to wake up early in the morning, went to the site in order to find miners still working, and we went back, we go down to the site, we checked what they did, we used questionnaires that we had, and we took notes, and after we go and we make the reports of every day.
Okay. And what were some of the things that you learned from this process?
Yes. Thank you. The lesson that I got from the process, or from the visit, was that what I thought, or what I think, was different from what I found on the field. Because on our tables, we had a big number of women, or big number of people who were engaged in mining, but on site, things were different. And the answers we had from miners or from the owner of the mining was different from what we got from the respondent at the field. So that was the reason. Yes.
Had you done participant observation before?
No, it was my first time to do it, only from my bachelor's degree, but I was doing the search for my studies.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And did you learn some skills that you think will be useful to you in the future?
Yes, of course, because now I know that what we have to make to enforce our policy about monitoring and evaluation. Because if we checked on the table and what you had on the table different from what you find on the field, it means that we have to monitor and to evaluate and to check in order to have the reality.
Do you know about how many women were working there?
Yes, as I said, on the documents they said that they have 82 women, but when going in the field, we found 42 women.
Were they willing to talk to you?
Some were very happy to come and talk with us, and others they said no, they are going to take our time. So that day, if I spend more time with them, I will not have my production. So they try to be inside the tunnels so that we cannot go to them, but we entered the tunnels and find them.
How did you overcome the challenge when you met with them? Did you try to tell them about the objective of the project, or what was your strategy?
For those who were not happy to talk with us, we just notified them and we try to find a way to make them familiar with us. For information that we did not get, we arranged something like sharing a drink. We share a drink with them, and after sharing, they become among us and they start feeling in a project.
Great. Do you have anything else you would like to add about this experience?
The thing that I can add is that we have to know how to introduce ourselves to people and how the community is based on the culture and based on the research that we are conducting, so that we got the relevant data and reach our objectives.
Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.